When you think about your skeleton, what comes to mind? Probably a rigid kind of static frame, right? Something that just holds you up. But what if I told you your skeleton is as alive and active as your heart or your brain? Today, we are diving deep into the hidden, dynamic world of your bones.
Yeah, because the story of your skeleton is so much more exciting than you might think. It's not some passive scaffold, it's a living, breathing system, and it is constantly at work.
So let me just ask you directly, what are your bones really? Just take a second and think about that.
Did you picture something kind of like this? Inert, permanent, something that doesn't change? It's a super common misconception to see our bones as just the body's internal architecture.
But here's the twist. The reality is so much more fascinating. Your bones are living tissues. They are dynamic organs that are constantly changing, repairing, and adapting every single day of your life. The average adult has 206 of these living bones, and altogether, they form our incredibly complex skeletal system. And this system has a lot of jobs. Sure, it gives our body shape and protects our organs. It works with our muscles so we can move around. But it's also a mineral bank, storing stuff like calcium, and it's a factory, pumping out essential blood cells from the bone marrow. Your skeleton is a major player in your overall health. So let's zoom in a little bit and see what's actually happening inside this bone factory. We're gonna go all the way down to the cellular level, because that's where the real action is. This constant action has a name. It's called bone remodeling, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a non-stop cycle of breaking down old, tired bone and replacing it with fresh, strong bone. And get this, it happens your entire life. Okay, think of bone remodeling like a construction site that never ever closes. You've got the demolition crew. These are specialized cells called osteoclasts, and their job is to clear away old, worn-out tissue. And right behind them, you have the building crew, the osteoblasts, laying down new, strong bone. They work in this perfect, constant balance. So, how does exercise make your bones stronger? Well, this is where it gets amazing. When you run or jump or lift weights, that physical stress sends a little signal to your bones. It's like a beacon telling that building crew, the osteoblasts, hey, we need reinforcements over here. And they rush to that spot and build more bone, making it denser and stronger exactly where you need it most. It's a brilliant adaptive system. So, how does this whole remodeling process change as we go through life? Let's take a look at the lifelong journey of our bones. Okay, so during childhood and your teens, your body is in full-on construction mode. You're just rapidly packing on bone mass. This goes on until you hit this really critical point right around age 30, and that's when you reach your peak bone mass. After that, the balance can slowly start to shift, and bone breakdown might begin to outpace the building process. And this milestone is absolutely crucial. Think of it like a bone bank account. The amount of bone you've saved up by age 30 is a huge factor in your skeletal health for the rest of your life. It's why building strong bones when you're young is just so important. Now, if that balance between breakdown and building tips too far in the wrong direction, it can lead to conditions like osteoporosis. This is when the bone loss becomes pretty significant, leaving your bones weaker, more fragile, and a lot more likely to fracture. But here's the good news. You have a ton of power to influence your bone health. This isn't just something that happens to you. So let's get into the practical stuff, the steps you can actually take to support your skeleton. Here is a super straightforward 5-point plan. First, calcium. It's the literal raw material for your bones. Number 2, vitamin D, which is like the key that unlocks your body's ability to actually use that calcium. Third, weight-bearing exercise. That's what sends the signal to your body to build more bone. 4, a balanced diet gives you all the other nutrients you need. And 5, avoiding excesses like smoking and alcohol helps protect the bone density you already have. So, as we wrap up here, the main thing to remember is that your bones are so much more than just a frame. They are a silent but incredibly active partner in your overall well-being. They're constantly working behind the scenes. The marrow inside your bones is making the red blood cells that carry oxygen all through your body. They store and release minerals that your nerves and muscles have to function. They're truly at the center of your body's daily operations. So the key takeaway is this. Taking care of your bones isn't just about preventing fractures when you're older. It's about investing in your body's foundation right now to make sure you have long-term strength, stability, and resilience for years to come. And that really brings us to the final thought. Your bones work for you, around the clock, every single day, without you even thinking about it.
So the real question is, what will you do to support them in return?